Hi, everyone. We are definitely into the last week of online chemistry. I just wanted to go over a few things regarding your exam that you'll be writing this week. In the content section on your homepage, you will click on that and it will take you to some exam information that I've already posted. And when I do that, you're going to notice that there is an exam mark breakdown. And so I'll click on there and you're going to notice that we've covered 5 units, very quick, one in the gas unit, but for the most part, we got the nitty gritty part done and out of the way in terms of Boyle's law, Charles' law, kinetic molecular theory, and the combined gas law. So we're good for that one. You're going to notice that you are going to need these resources here, the periodic table, activity series, solubility chart, your chemical formulas. And where can you find those? Well, if you go back to student resources, you've got all of those tables available to you there. Now, if you take a look back at the mark book, the mark breakdown, we've got 33 multiple choice, we've got true and false, fill in the blank, short answer. Now the short answers, I'm going to give you some tips. I want you to focus in on the trends of the periodic table, so make sure that you can define and know the trends for ionization energy, atomic radius, electronegativity, down a family, and across a period, and why those values increase or decrease. So make sure that you know that. Make sure that you are clear on how to do nomenclature, which is formula writing and naming. So that's really important. I'm going to be asking you to balance some chemical reactions and predict the products and tell me what type of reaction is. Is it synthesis, decomposition, incomplete combustion, complete combustion, and so forth. I'm going to ask you some questions regarding bonding with ionic versus covalent bonding. And with covalent, you need to know nonpolar versus polar and what that means. And then I have a couple of application type questions related to solubility, very similar to your performance task number 2, and gas laws, and see if you can apply your knowledge of those gas laws to different situations. In terms of the calculations, I want you to focus in on how to do percent composition, empirical formula, and molecular formula, as well as you're going to have a stoichiometric calculation. It's going to either be a mass problem or a limiting reactant problem, hint, hint. And you're also going to get a gas law question. It might be Boyle's law, it might be Charles' law, or it might be a combined gas law. So those are some hints for you moving forward. I want you to make note, here is a sheet that when you click on it, I've got all of the important calculations. Oh, I got to sign in apparently. And oops, let me just give that a go. And it should take you to a very important formula sheet that you can download. So there we go. So these are all the formulas that we've done in the course that are important to you. Some of the more basic type calculations are going to be in the multiple choice. So if it's a one-step type calculation, then you might find it there. So for instance, if I give you mass and I want you to calculate moles, one simple calculation might be found there. Here's your method on how to do percent composition, empirical formula that we talked about, how to do formula of a hydrate. Here are the steps of how to do a mass problem, limiting reactant. Here's how to calculate percent yield and molarity, dilution type calculations, your formula for pH, and then also some of the calculations you need. We did not do Gay-Lussac's law or the ideal gas law, so you can omit that. So that's really handy for you to refer back to in terms of the calculations. The exam review is posted with some of the review answers, and there's also a practice exam with answers that you can try as well. So hopefully you've submitted all your performance tasks at this point. You're just focusing on reviewing, going through like unit by unit, and pinpointing any last minute questions that you have for me. And if not, then I wish you all of the best. And just a reminder that you have signed up for a specific time, and you will only get extra time if you have an IEP on file. So I do cross-check that. So some of you have requested extra time, but if there is no IEP, then you will not be granted that extra time. So it is a 2-hour exam. which I've written so that you should be able to complete it within an hour and a half, giving you an extra little bit of time to look over. Make sure that you do have some sort of quick and efficient format, that if you are doing your calculations by hand on paper, that you will be able to upload those images quickly and promptly, as you don't want that to slow you down. Anyways, all the best to you, and talk soon.